Alright, folks. Sorry I was about 5 minutes late getting started today, but I had to get my cup of tea and everything so that I'm ready for the show. And it has been a couple of days since I last played the game, but I do remember we're in Chapter 2 and we're going to be taking on the first tomb that gives us the Sword of the Wise. So we're just going to get straight on with it today. I want to try and make as much progress as we can, and we will be using the opportunity to take on some side quests as well when they arise, but for now we are just going to carry on with the story. Just turning a few fans and stuff off around here so that hopefully the sound from those doesn't get to annoy you. Hiya Craig, how you doing mate?
And here we are.
Hello Rico. My GPU is a GTX 980 Ti. So it's a couple of years old, but still does a pretty decent job actually. So we're just going to follow the legacy quest here. So for those of you that joined us on the last live stream, we got some pretty powerful magics, and we did some side quests. So we're ready for some of the challenges that lay ahead of us here. And I won't be streaming on Twitch this afternoon, unfortunately. And there's a couple of reasons for that, but the main reason is that I'm just struggling at the moment with Restream. I'm having a few issues with it. So I do need to correct them before we can actually start doing Twitch streaming as well, once more.
You think it's a coincidence?
Okay, we need to head down this path here. Ah, very good, Craig. Yeah, no, I'm fine, thanks. Stutters. Yeah, get a few stutters from time to time, Rico. I think it's quite common with this game. But there has actually been a patch released, like just today, in fact, a 100 megabyte patch. So I'm interested in seeing exactly what that's going to do. What was I supposed to do then? Attack from behind or something? I think we missed that. Yeah, so there was a 100 megabyte patch, guys, if you're playing the Windows edition. I haven't been able to find any patch notes for it, but what I'm hoping is that it has gone ahead and corrected some of the FPS issues that people have been having.
Onward.
Yep.
Hi, Elias. I'm not doing too bad, thanks. And it's kind of a fine day, though it's pouring down with rain here in the Midlands part of the UK. So I got pretty stoked coming to my garage here in order to start this live stream. Hello, Nicole. Good morning or good afternoon to you. Yeah, I'll be interested in seeing the patch notes. Overall, the port hasn't been too bad to PC. Actually, for me, the full game here has played better than the demo did. I had a few issues with that. That I haven't had with the main game, but I know a few others have had issues with the main game. So yeah, hopefully we'll be seeing patches like the one today, fixing some of those problems.
Let's go in and find the marshal.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure if that's even a bug, to be honest, Harry, because those issues you've just raised, which are issues, by the way, I agree with you, are issues that have been present since, like, the game was released back in 2016 or whenever it was. I want to take care of this last dagger quill, but I can't seem to target it. There it is. So I wouldn't get excited about that being fixed in this particular patch, but I'm still holding out hopes that something will be done about it in due course. Hiya, Peritin. Welcome, mate. No, I was just saying, actually, as I started, that I can't stream on Twitch at the moment because I'm having a few issues with Restream software, with the Restream.io software. So I need to get it sorted, but for the moment, I'm just going to be streaming on YouTube. Hi, Cypher. I'm very well, thanks. How are you? Yeah, cheers, guys. Those of you that have stopped by and said hello in chat. It's good to have you here on the live stream as we carry on with Final Fantasy 15, and we're going to be starting off today with the story. Or the main objectives, depending on whatever it is you want to call it. Just checking for any loot around here. And we was just saying a patch has just been downloaded for the game, or put on the servers to download. It's only 100 megabytes, so it's probably just a bug fix patch. But there's no notes yet, so I can't confirm exactly what bugs it has fixed and what it hasn't.
Marshal. At last, Your Highness.
Ah, that's right, Nicole. I think I saw a comment from you actually on the channel saying that you took care of the Hellworm. So yeah, congratulations on that. That's one of the super bosses, so good job on taking it down. And it is actually afternoon where I am here in the UK, so it's 20 to 3 in the afternoon. Hello, Thunder King. Thanks for joining us.
My duty as king of what?
Now is not the time to question your calling. A king is sworn to protect his people.
And yet he chose to protect only one prince. Was that his calling? Forsake the masses to spare his own son?
How long will you remain the protected? The king entrusted the role of protector to you.
Yeah, well the rain actually helped us, Elias, because it did get rid of the snow for us.
Why didn't he tell me that? Why did he?
But now it just happens to be all wet and miserable outside.
Why?
But my tonsillitis seems to have cleared up, which is definitely a good thing that's making me happy, because that was nasty. That did knock me about.
That day, he didn't want you to remember him as the king. In what time you had left.
Mike Nolly, 61, good morning. Thanks for joining us in stream.
He always
or on stream, in chat.
That when the time came, you would ascend for the sake of your people.
Guess he left me no choice.
So here's our first royal arm. And this is the Sword of the Wise, I believe. Although it's about to tell us, so...
The power of kings goes with you, Your Majesty.
How was it? Ah, okay, Harry. Well, hopefully that's something that's been sorted. Oh, very good, Nicole. Yeah, I haven't been to the Cotswolds recently. It's quite a mission from where I am. But no, you're right. It's a lovely area. I've never visited Canada, though. Not as of yet, anyway. I'm stuck. I would need to speak to Core still.
That's not the only power your forebears left you. Your journey's just begun. Another tomb lies close by. I suggest you head there next. There are tombs scattered across the land. All are on dangerous ground.
Okay, Cypher, if you haven't got the Royal Pack, I'm assuming you're playing on console, but if you haven't got the Royal Pack, then you might want to get that, because it has brought a good few changes to the game.
How many of these powers
Although most of them don't actually unlock until later on,
each enshrined at a royal
in the later chapters.
The location of only a few. I've enlisted the help of the hunters. They comb the land in search of the lost tombs.
Where's the one nearby?
Yeah, some of the Royal Arms, don't they, Harry, have some negative effects to them. But even so, they can be good to equip, at the very least, for improving certain stats. So if we head over to the Royal Arms here, if you look at that, even just by equipping this thing, we're going to be boosting Noctis's stats, such as his health, his damage, his defense, even his magic power. So I'll get rid of the Javelin Guy Bolg for now. Okay, I'm not sure if this one does have any negative effects off the top of my head. I think it would say in the text. Maybe it does.
Retrench. Deep inside the
Probably not cheap, Elias. Flights are never cheap nowadays, are they?
You haven't lost your edge one bit, Marshal.
Okay, so we're going to head over now to the next tomb, or whatever it is. So just carrying on with the story. We did do most of the side quests for Chapter 2 in the last stream. So I think there'll be a couple of bits we can still undertake here that aren't story related. But for the time being, we're just going to focus on that. Hiya, Kupo. How you doing, mate? Not streaming yourself at the moment? Right, so we've got Imperial spawning. We've got other enemies around here.
A fierce battle here against the Empire.
So I'd say we've got our work cut out for us.
And after that, the Empire moved in like it owned the place.
We can actually head over to the north here and avoid all these Imperials as we make our way over to the tomb. But let's be honest, where's the fun in that, eh?
This'll be quick.
Let's try our new weapon.
How do we get all that?
Taking that off. Let's see from behind.
I think the Ragnarok's still a lot more powerful. Let's take out these riflemen. We can actually use those weapons, I believe, as well, that they use. The guns or whatever it is.
Outstanding.
Ah, okay, mate. So you're taking a break, are you? Yeah, I don't actually stream on Sundays. That's the one day off a week that I take from YouTube. And you do need a day off, I think, from YouTube. Otherwise you get burnt out. Especially from streaming. So, I tend to feel the most refreshed then on Monday. Azafam, hello, just saw your message. Sorry guys, I was just having to catch up on chat there. Having focused on the combat here. Yeah, my day's not going too bad, thanks, Azafam. How about yourself? Do the weapons evolve as you level up, or do they stay the same? Some weapons you can upgrade, Elias. For example, very briefly, the engine blade is a weapon that you can upgrade. You start off with it, it's fairly weak, but if you upgrade it to its maximum potential, it becomes really powerful.
Pronto, you all right?
And that's just one example. There's other examples of weapons as well you can do that with. Most of the weapons, though, in the game, you can't really do much in terms of powering them up. They just stay what level they're at. However, the Ragnarok, which I am using frequently, is quite overpowered, because I think it was part of some DLC content before, but everybody with the Royal and Windows editions gets it right from the get-go as soon as you start a new game. And it basically one-shots a lot, well, most stuff, in all honesty, with the warp strike ability that it increases, that it improves the power of.
You'd have to be pretty badass to take that down, right?
Think you're up to it?
So let's see what we can do with these guys.
No slacking off, Doesn't look like I'll have the chance.
We've got this powerful magic as well, which I think it was Craig, actually, on the last stream helped us with. Look at that. That's a lovely magic, that is. And the good thing is, it's really cheap to create that magic. It's Blizzardgar, and it's dual cast Blizzardgar. And we get about 5 or 6 casts with every craft that we make of it. What's this wrap that causes slow motion? I'm not sure what that is actually, as a fan. It's a bit tricky because there's a delay on stream of about 20 seconds or so. So you'll have to point it out to me when it happens again. Yeah, I've not been able to compare it to the Ultima Blade yet, 'cause I don't have it. I thought, why wasn't I warp striking then? I still had magic selected. Right, let's try and MP up. Ah, that was simple enough. Noctis just teleports away, and then everybody else takes care of them for us. Oh yeah, I must remember those mechanical enemies do like to explode when they die as well. Oh, the wait timer. Yeah, the wait timer, guys, if you're interested in that. If you just head to the options menu, and I believe it's combat, yep. You can set it to wait, and then you can basically pause combat in order to select your targets and whatever else is that you want to do. Right, I think this is where you get Armiger Unleashed, but we can't get it yet because we need all 13 Royal Arms, which we only have 1 of at the moment. And there might be some loot over here, so I'm going to go and check it out. Yeah, Noctis is somewhat emo. In fact, most of the Well, not most of the characters, but Noctis and Prompto in particular do have their emo moments.
You find this amusing?
It's just a joke.
It's time to grow up. Playing with me, well, we know. Not on my ship. Knock it off.
So, as I say, you can actually avoid these Imperials. But they do give a fair amount of AP, especially if you've got all the accessories equipped. And can I port anywhere? Because I need to get my MP back. Yeah. I'm just checking up chats as well, guys, as I do this. It is actually difficult to compare Final Fantasy 15 to Final Fantasy 12. I would probably say Final Fantasy 12 is my favourite. But I have learned to really enjoy this game as well. I enjoy it a lot more now than when I first started playing it, that's for sure. And when I mean first time playing it, I mean back on PS4. It does take a fair bit of getting used to. I need to get the soldiers into the range here. I think I just wasted my spell then. Oh no, no, look at that. Utter destruction. That magic is just beautiful, I love it. Oh, that is potent stuff.
Of course.
And you, Marshal? No problem.
Yeah, so what I've done, guys, I have made a video on that magic if you're interested in how it's just obliterating everything. But if you create, or if you go to Elemency and craft a spell, you can do it with 99 sheep's milk as the item you combine it with as the catalyst, and it just boosts the
And here's another
stuff up so much. It really does, the potency, the damage, or whatever you call it. Ah, that's what I was after. It's interesting actually, because with Final Fantasy 12 I was a little bit unsure about it when it first came out back in 2006, because it did change so much up in terms of gameplay. But I have learned to enjoy it a lot more as time's gone on. Oh, don't waste my spell, please. Oh wow, it's got a good range on it, that thing. So when it's got that red icon, it means it's frozen, and you can do a lot of damage to it.
What can I say? Life's a little easier with core around.
Yeah, you can use it on bosses as a fan.
Before you know it.
I'll enjoy it while I can.
The thing with this particular spell that I'm using is it's really easy to make. It's really cheap. All you have to do, literally, is... Hang on a second. So I can't actually show you how to create anymore because I've got no magic flasks spare. But if you just combine your magic with 99 sheep milk, which costs less than 1,000 gil, it's the cheapest item, then the potency just goes to the roof. Which is why I'm using it so indiscriminately here, just to speed up battles. I have played Skyrim. I haven't put a whole lot of hours into it, but I have played it, and I enjoyed it. Yeah, no, that's something you can do, Kupo, and that gives you about the same potency, but those items tend to be a little bit more worthy, if that makes sense, a bit more valuable, so you want to save them. The sheep's milk you can like buy from any shop, and it's 1,000 gil for 99 of them, or just under 1,000 gil, which isn't really a lot. And then you can create 6 spells with that of the highest quality. Where am I going? Just seeing if there's anything up here. Maybe another item. A chrome bit. I think there might be another item I missed over here actually. I'm just going to run over. A giant hairy horn. Why I'd want a giant hairy horn is anybody's guess. But apparently I might do. I can't see it though. Unless there's anything hiding up here. So is this one of the new lore things? I know they've put a lot of lore into the game for the Royal and Windows editions. that you can read as you're out and about exploring the world. I'm not sure if it gives you anything apart from obviously the lore and the information. I am just looking around for items. I haven't got a weapon for Prompto just yet. But I know there's a few items you can get around this place. Unless, what was that item we looted? No, he's still only got his handgun. I've not played it, Brock, so I can't compare the two. Maybe somebody in chat can. Okay, it's the Bio Blaster, isn't it? And it's near the entrance, I think, to the dungeon. So I'll go and have a look. Right, the Bio Blaster, I think, is the weapon that can spawn here for Prompto. And it might be this blue dot up here. So we'll go and have a quick look. Yeah. Brilliant stuff. This is a melee weapon, I think, is it? Which is a little bit unusual for Prompto. Well, it's a secondary weapon. Okay, that makes sense. By the way, something I have heard, but I haven't tried myself, is that Prompto is really OP if you control him early on in the game. So I'm going to see if we can go ahead and learn the ability to take control of Prompto. Is it under techniques? It might be under allies or something else. Well, it's not under techniques. It might be under combat. There's some way of learning an ability. It came into the game quite recently. And it lets you take control of your allies mid-battle. Yeah, thanks, Asafam. Sorry, I just saw your message. There is a delay, guys, in chat. About 30 seconds. So. Oh, teamwork. It's got to be this one. Oh, maybe not. I want to be able to learn the ability. I've only got 30 AP, so I don't think we can do it yet anyway. Stats, no. Exploration, no. 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 Oh, I can't seem to find it. Oh, there we go. Change to Gladiolus. Okay, it was under Techniques, which was the first one we looked at. Change to Ignis. Change to Prompto. So, unfortunately, we're going to need a few more AP points, but we can start learning it. We're nearly there, actually. Just need 16 more. I haven't started playing Comrades yet on PC, but maybe, yeah, it's a good idea, something we could do. I want to try and make some progress with the game before delving deep into the multiplayer, though. But no, I played Comrades on PS4 and it was a lot of fun. The loading times did my head in, though. They were annoying.
To the other tombs. Seek them out and lay claim to the power they hold. You'll need it.
And what will you do?
Keep an eye on the Nifs. Find out what they're up to. But you should focus on your own task.
Showtime.
Right, so here we go then, into the dungeon.
Take care.
I haven't got the mining spot outside, but I'm not going to backtrack just for that.
Huh? Look!
There's a door.
What is this place?
It appears to have been a shelter.
And no more loot. No.
Refuge from war, most likely.
Wars. Huh. What are they good for? Wonder if anyone's still living here. Huh. What's this? The cable. Wonder where it leads.
Well, we can follow it and see.
So we're just going to continue going north here.
Don't like the look of that ceiling.
Oh no, we need to find the generator. It might be this way.
Sure hope it
Because
holds
the
up.
cable is going this way, so that would make
A
sense.
generator?
So it would appear.
Sweet, it works.
Oh, then there was light.
Oh man.
Okay, well, Comrades is a fun one actually, and it's good because it's included with the Royal and Windows Edition. There's no subscription fee or anything to it. And you can actually do it solo. You don't have to do it with, like, online with other people. but the AI can generally be pretty sucky with it, so it is more fun with real human beings. But it had a pretty decent matchmaking on PS4. And I did actually spend about 30-40 hours in it, which in terms of the amount of stuff you can do in Comrades isn't actually all that much in context. But I still, you know, played a lot of it to really enjoy it. But the only thing that, as I say, put me off with it was the loading screens, which you just got all the time and were really long. So I'm not sure if they've been improved here on the PC or not, but to be honest, I doubt it, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing with Twitch yet. I haven't made up my mind. I'm not streaming to Twitch at the moment. I'm only streaming to YouTube. But that's mostly because of a few issues I had with Restream.
My bad. Kick the can.
You are killing me here, big guy. Are you trying to give me a heart attack or something?
And everybody does keep telling me to stream on Twitch. But I don't mind streaming to Twitch if people want to watch on Twitch. I generally just stream to both, to tell you the truth. Just at the moment, I'm not able to. Anything in here? Nope, doesn't look like it. Did I get an electrolytic condenser? I was chatting so much I wasn't paying attention, actually.
I hate that noise.
Hi folks, I can see a few have logged into the live stream chat. By the way guys, a bit of an interesting thing for you to note. I'm sure many of you are aware of this already by this point. But a few days ago, live streaming was changed on YouTube so that you can actually see the live stream chat once the archive goes live, or once the archive is available afterwards. So previously you couldn't do that, but now you can. You can actually see the live stream chat, which is a pretty nice change in my opinion. Yeah, the actual Comrades itself is a lot of fun. And there's so much you can do with it in terms of upgrading your equipment, levelling up, etc, etc. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was worrying about Thunder King. I didn't think there would be, unfortunately.
This is... Don't bother, Noct. It won't open.
Let me just check what we got in terms of some accessories there. So a carbon bangle which increases health. I'm not too fussed about that. The amethyst bracelet is a nice one. Gives us a big boost to strength actually. But do I want to lose my tech turbocharger? I think the answer is yeah, I don't mind so much. What do you like about Final Fantasy XII that Final Fantasy 15 does not have, or vice versa? I actually think I prefer the combat in Final Fantasy XII. I really enjoy the gambit system. So that's probably the big thing that I enjoy. And to be honest, I know it sounds a little bit petty, but the lack of loading screens in Final Fantasy XII just makes it feel like a more polished game maybe. You can fast travel a lot in Final Fantasy 15, you can in both games. But the loading screens in Final Fantasy 15 actually make you oftentimes question whether you should just get to places manually rather than fast travelling. And that's not always a great situation for a game to put you in. Can you make highlights from YouTube streams, Fuzz? Yeah, I'm not sure actually, Cooper, so I'm pretty sure you used to be able to. I haven't tried it myself in a while. What I tend to do is just record at the same time as streaming to my computer, creating a local copy, and then I'll just make my own highlights and upload them if I want to do that. I can't go this way. I've really not paid attention to this dungeon as to where I'm supposed to be going or not.
Giving up the chase.
So hopefully I've not messed up here.
Give it up then.
Yeah, Final Fantasy XII had a definite unique combat system. In fact,
Somebody turn on a light.
I'm sure there are games, and you guys can correct me on what they are, but I've not played a game, I don't think, that has a combat system quite like Final Fantasy XII's.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Now that could be a message that nobody liked it, a sign that no one actually liked it, and I'm like the only one that did. But even so, you know, props to the developers for creating something so different.
Generator must have died, huh?
Well, just gotta keep moving.
Just checking for any generators we can turn on. I don't think there are any though. Yeah, the trick is, Kupo, is if you record on exactly the same bitrate that you're streaming, it shouldn't use any system resources. Or any extra system resources. Right, let's squeeze through here. I think there's a green choker we can loot somewhere. But that's not it. Hello, Abhijit. Oh, thanks for stopping by, mate.
Nice.
Goblins are like really annoying in this game. They're not actually that hard to kill, but they just give like very, very, very little experience. Almost zero. So it just feels like a waste of time every time you're fighting them. Look at that, 7 experience. I mean, that's just annoying. But anything exciting in here? Yeah, another generator. We'll get that turned on. I think I was actually higher level than 16 when I got this. Got to this point on my previous playthrough on PS4, but I haven't done a whole lot of grinding this time around. And now we've got a choice to make. Do we want to go north or south? Let's start by going north, shall we? I mean, not north, west. So on this map it looks north, but it's actually west. Hello, Tabo. Welcome. Yeah, hello folks. Welcome to those that have just logged in. Or logged on. Or whatever it is that you want to say coming onto a live stream is doing. Thanks for joining us today. And we're in Chapter 2 here of Final Fantasy 15. We've just collected our first Royal Arms weapon. The Sword of the Wise. And now we're just kind of making our way through the dungeon here. And I've got no magic flasks spare, so I can't create any more magic at the moment.
Ominous sort of Stay sharp.
Ah, the auto crossbow. That's what you said you had, wasn't it, Kupo? Is that better than the Bio Blaster? Oh, it does less damage but gives more health. I think I'd rather stick with the one we've already got then for now. To see if there's anything in here. Ah, yeah, that's the thing actually, isn't it, guys, with this game? There's so much optional content you can do. It can really, you know, add to your game timer. If you only stick to doing story, then you are probably going to get to Chapter 5, Chapter 6, and even Chapter 7 quite quickly, within just a few hours. But if you do all the hunts and all the other side quests and stuff, then yeah, you're really going to build up that time.
Same here. Icky.
Just drink some tea. Oh, thank you, Abhijit. It was only one that was part of the story, so it wasn't too challenging to get. Ah, okay, Kupo. Right, so we want to go down this bit. It's not really that similar, but there's something about this music which is kind of, and I mean kind of, at a push, reminisce of the theme from Ultimacia's Castle in Final Fantasy VIII. See if there's anything exciting in here.
I'm going. All out.
Oh yeah, little boss thing.
Sure want to talk.
Let's hit it with one of our lovely spells. Didn't like that, did it? Oh, I'm loving that magic, I really am. It's just laying on so much damage.
Right.
You get a royal weapon as a fan. I'm not sure if you was on the stream when we did it. Just before you get this quest, you get the first royal weapon, which is the Sword of the Wise. It is a story one, so you do always get it. But then you're sent straight on this quest once you have got it. Just checking for any other loots and stuff before we move on. Is that bit? Yeah, there's nothing down there, okay. The map can be a bit confusing sometimes because it orients differently on the mini-map compared to the main map. And I do have it set to fixed because that's generally what I prefer. Yeah, the music actually is definitely one of the better parts of this game. Some of the songs, some of the tracks are absolutely amazing. And not just the boss music either. And some of that's, you know, pretty incredible, but just some of the slower track pieces as well. Like the main overworld theme, the waltz theme or whatever it's called. That's actually one of my favourites. I do, actually, Elias. I haven't played a whole lot of City Skylines, although I have played quite a bit. Sims, I'm not really into Sims that much in all honesty. I've been playing a lot of Planet Coaster lately. So I do like simulation games.
That's weird.
The hell?
Right, should we try and head over here first? No, we can't. Okay, I thought we might be able to duck down, but I don't think we can. So it looks like this could be it. Oh, okay, as a fan. Yes, Kupo. There's a thing you can spend, isn't there, in order to boost your magic by, I think, 3 times your level. I just want to check I've got that. I think I have. It might be magic, it might be stats. Oh, no, it's this one. Enhance magic of each party member by the number of levels gained, and then this one by 3 times the number of levels gained. So at level 16, that's about 32, 48, isn't it? 48 points extra in magic, which isn't too bad at all. So this should be the Axe of the Conqueror, our second royal weapon. Fishing can be addictive, can't it? And it's important to do as well.
So Noct borrows the old king's powers.
Since you do need to level it up for a trophy. Are you playing Windows Edition, Kupo, or are you playing it on console?
The copycat king.
Okay, Elias.
Well, what's it like?
Like I've got some tricks up my sleeve.
No need to put on a magic show for us.
But it never hurt to practice.
Oh, thank you, Abhijit. Yeah. No, I do need to actually crack on with fishing because I haven't done a whole lot yet. I did a little bit outside of Golden Key, or whatever that place is. Oh, yeah, Windows Edition. Yeah, that's what this is as well. Alright then. So what we can do now is actually just use fast travel to exit this place. Just checking, there's definitely no way. Oh, we can just do it right there. You can actually go into your menu as well and select return to dungeon entrance. But it does give us the option on this occasion, I guess because it's a story dungeon.
Yeah.
Finally picked up. Thought I'd lost another king.
Now, I have played Final Fantasy XIV, but I haven't done a whole lot. I think I got to about level 16.
Empire's begun construction of
I do play quite a lot of WoW, World of Warcraft. I've got the latest expansion for that pre-ordered, pre-purchased, whatever it is that you want to call it.
West and all the royal tombs that lie beyond. I believe you've met Monica. She can fill you in on the details.
Yeah.
What's up?
I haven't done a whole lot of video content on WoW.
Places to burn. Let's go see Monica at the Outpost.
Even though I have a lot of fun with WoW, and I've played, you know, many hundreds of hours worth of that game,
Yeah.
and I've got to like level 110 multiple times on different characters, I'm not exactly the most skilled person, and you get a lot of elitists, I've noticed, with World of Warcraft in the YouTube comments, so I just can't be bothered with it, to be honest. If you make any mistakes or do anything wrong, they're like jumping all over you in the comments saying how rubbish you are. Which is fine, it doesn't bother me. But then I'm just thinking, what's the point if people don't actually care for it? There's no point in making it.
The color's amazing.
But I do play the game a lot.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Right, these guys are quite nasty. Level 34. Is this a demon? Because it's night time. Doesn't look like it. I might have to leave this guy, or it's just going to probably obliterate us. Yeah, let's get out of here. Run, run, run. Let's go ahead and see if we can return to car. It's probably the best thing, rather than trying to escape at night time. Yeah, I just remembered that Cooper. I noticed it was level 34. I think it's because it's night time. Perhaps it wasn't there before we went in.
Relief.
Indeed. They ought to keep the demons in
Oh, that's interesting, Cooper Saw. That's your most popular video. Because that's like Burning Crusade content, isn't it? You never know on YouTube what's going to be popular and what isn't. That's really interesting, though. I don't want to stay there. In fact, how much XP do I have? 3,300. I might be at the point now where I want to use an experience band so that I don't waste tallying it up wherever it is that I stay. Okay, well, let's go ahead and speak to Monica for now.
Your Highness, the Marshal has apprised me of the plan. We've found a back door into the Imperial base. I'll mark the route on your map. The way is secure.
Oh, well,
you should be able
I'm
to
pleased for you then,
relatively
Cooper.
easily.
It's nice, isn't it, when you make a video and it unexpectedly gets a lot of views. Sometimes I've made videos and I've put like a lot of effort into them, and I'm thinking that, you know, it's going to be promoted by YouTube and get quite a few views, and like hardly anyone watches it. And then I've done a video just off the cuff without any thought whatsoever, just to share a bit of information that I've learned or something, without any expectation of it actually getting anyone to watch it. And like thousands of people, even tens of thousands of people watch it. And I just don't understand it, to be honest with you, the way YouTube works a lot of the time. That's why I don't necessarily put in a lot of content, a lot of thought into what YouTube will promote. And I tend to just make videos now that I want to make, and if people want to watch them, great. If not, then that's fine. For some reason, I do not have the Drain Lance. I don't know why the heck I haven't got that one. You get it at the end of Chapter 1. I know that for a fact. You get it at the end of Chapter 1 when you're facing off against the Imperials. And I did that, and I think I killed them all, but I did not get the Drain Lance. So I'm not sure how I missed it. But I'm kind of hoping I can still get it somehow. Hiya folks, welcome to those that have just logged in to the stream. We've just got our first 2 royal weapons. In fact, I'm going to see if the second's an improvement over the first in terms of stats. And the answer is actually yes, because the one stat I do like to focus on for Noctis... actually no, I was going to say strength is important, and it is, but I'm using a lot of magic spells at the moment. And this will actually reduce his magic by about 30 plus points, which I'm not really wanting to do. But I do want to save my game, I haven't done that for a while. I haven't decided, Elias, what I prefer in terms of levelling. I think the levelling system does work okay in this game, the way it's set up. It wouldn't work in a lot of other Final Fantasy games. I'm almost certain they're not going to change it. I just think it's too integral, too integrated into the game, that's just the way they want it to be now. So I'm not sure what I think of it in terms of normal progression levelling. I think I prefer normal levelling, to be honest with you, rather than having to bank it all up and then rest to spend it. But it's an interesting thing that they've done, so... hopefully they'll go back to normal levelling with Final Fantasy 16. But we'll see what happens. Oh, is that good, is it, Kupo? Does it have a lot of
was such a badass.
good tips and strategies, does it? Right then, I've forgot what I'm doing now. Just let me check my notes here. So I've got the phone call from Core, spoke to Monica. Yep. Just want to head to the marker, basically. We'll carry on with the story for now. I haven't actually had a food buff for a while, but I'm not too concerned about that.
Let's roll.
Yep.
I don't know whether it's worth getting in the car, to be honest. I suppose we could, couldn't we? Okay, let's rest up. We'll get a buff as well. Since the campsite's right here anyway. One thing I do want to do though is just throw the experience band on at this point. I don't want to spend my experience at the moment.
Ugh, I'm all sticky and gross.
Woohoo! About time!
I want to get enough ascension points as well so that we can take control, command, whatever you want to call it, a Prompto in battle. A few people on Reddit were saying he's super overpowered. That one's actually pretty good, the pizza. It doesn't actually cost anything for starters. The 100 attack and infinite sprint is obviously nice. Although I think some of these boost Ignis's cooking skill up more. Yeah, we could go for some extra experience. Let's do that. Ah, that's pretty good then, actually, Cooper. Yeah. And I'm guessing it's got like the walkthrough in as well, hasn't it, to guide you through every part of the game. What do you think of the levelling up mechanics then, Elias, in Final Fantasy 15?
I'm good to go.
Just about awake.
Just going to start stocking up on some magics. And do I need lightning? Let me just check that briefly. Nope, just ice. Yeah, that is useful then. Are you going to be 100%ing Final Fantasy 15, Kupo? Or, I know we can't always predict that, but you're going to be planning to do so? Or are you just playing it casually at the moment and just seeing what happens? Yeah, this is the downside, the loading screens.
Still have people we can count on.
That wasn't too bad though. We only came a few feet, didn't we? 900 feet or so. Wrong way. I can see some more campsite stuff on the map. I'm just going to grab the ice, because then next time I want to craft an elemency spell, I can choose ice if need be, since I'll be maxed out on it. Hello, Arbushi. How you doing, mate? Are you still playing this game, are you? Because you got it working in the end, didn't you?
Goodness, how many royal arms are there?
As many as there have
How
been
far
kings.
through are you if you are playing it still?
All have survived to this day.
It's like a treasure hunt.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to be doing as well, Kupo. Playing quite a bit of WoW when the expansion comes out. So, I believe Monica might be around here. Ooh, we've got some recipe stuff here. We'll pick that up. Hey, Cash. Hiya. There's quite a lot of post-game stuff, actually, Thunder King. There's that one dungeon. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. Pyros or Pitrios or something. That's really, really hard. But there's a lot of endgame dungeons you can do, because most of the dungeons in the game actually have locked areas behind them with like whole separate dungeons, which become available much later on. Yeah, that'd be good, Cooper. Although, to be honest, I haven't done a whole lot of raiding in World of Warcraft for many, many years. The only raiding I really do now is looking for raid. But back in the day, I used to do a lot of raiding with the guild. But that was like way back with Molten Core and Blackwing Lair back on WoW Classic. So things have changed a lot since then. Look at that, if you can't bother for a long battle, just unleash the ice. Makes me think of that terrible line from Arnold Schwarzenegger in Batman and Robin. Let's kick some ice. Oh goodness, what were they thinking when they made that film?
You okay, sir?
I'm fine.
Yeah, that's it, Kupo. The problem is I don't have it.
Maybe it's just
And you should get it from the story battle, which you have to do.
You're not alone. But out in the wild, it's kill or be killed.
But for some strange reason, which I cannot fathom, I did not get the Drain Lance at the end of Chapter 1. I think Monica's got, like, secret teleport magic because there's no way she should have beat us.
From here, we will split into 2 groups. Prince Noctis, please join the Marshal up ahead. The rest of you will assist me in the diversionary effort.
Okay, so I probably should have saved before this bit, because now we're entering another story section. So I'm just going to turn back for a second here.
I need to prepare some more.
Very well.
Yeah, well, I killed all the Imperials, Kupo. And I thought you always got it, you see, from that part of the game. But
From here, we will split into 2 groups.
I don't know, I guess you don't. Either that or it was bugged.
Please join the Marshal up ahead. The rest
Pitios, that was it, Thunder King. That was the name of the dungeon I was thinking of. Yeah, let's proceed
See you
here.
guys later.
You go give them hell. We'll do the same on our end.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying, but I'm not going to be too concerned about it, to be honest with you. The only thing that it has seemingly messed up is that I can't do any upgrades now with Sid, because I tried to upgrade the engine blade and he wouldn't do the quest for me. And I'm hoping that's just because it hadn't become available to do yet. But I'm worried it's because I don't have the Drainlands, which is one of his quests to upgrade.
Once we're in, we launch our ambush, pushing out while support pushes in, crushing the enemy.
Oh, I've not encountered that bug-eyed bushy. When was that? Last night? Oh, the night before last, you said, didn't you? Actually, guys, there has been a patch for the Windows edition. I'm not sure whether that patch will be coming to consoles later. I know it can be a little bit lengthier in terms of time before things do come to console. But it was 100 megabytes. I downloaded it this morning. I've no idea what it fixed because there was no patch notes. But hopefully some of these issues and bugs have been addressed. Yeah, that's it, Cooper. I am in Chapter 2. I did try it in Chapter 2. But he was just sitting down moaning about his aching back. Right, try and grab as much loot as we can from this place. There we go. So a lot of these enemies are quite weak, but they do like to gang up on you. And look at that, there's even more of them. Yeah, thanks, Kupo. See if it's possible to miss that. I think it's bugged, I really do. I need somewhere where I can recover my MP. Is there any easy way to see if you can warp strike to somewhere where you can recover your MP? Because I can't seem to find a way of doing that.
Walk through the park. So it should be. Otherwise, you'd only get in everyone's way.
Could have got it alone if I wanted.
That mentality.
Just checking for any loot before we move on here. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot. Yeah, the problem is though, Jeremy, that occurs in Chapter 1. I've already done that. This is Chapter 2 now. It's a different part of the game. It just looks similar, I think. Yeah, I definitely went through the part where you would normally get Drainlance. And I just never got it.
Above us. Got it.
Maybe it is possible to miss it. I just thought you would always get it. I don't mind missing the Drainlance. I'm just concerned that it's messed up Sid's upgrade quests. I need to be able to teleport somewhere, man, to get my MP back. Oh, there we go.
Let's go.
Alright, just check for any shinies. Yeah, I think, like I say, it's just bugged, to be honest. That's probably the best explanation that I can come up with. I'm not sure, Thunder King. The thing is, I'm pretty sure I did kill every Imperial. But maybe you're right, maybe I missed one. And it's a reward for killing every single one. I'll be a bit happy if that is the case, because hopefully it means that it's not bugged and I'll be able to do Sid's upgrade quests for the other items.
Compromise your focus.
Yeah.
Right, should we start by going up? Tends to be a good idea to take care of the snipers, I guess, and then Core can kill these guys down below. No. Oh, I don't know about that, Elias. To be honest, it's just the Ragnarok doing it for me. A little thing I am still learning is actually reading chat while battling at the same time. And I'm getting better at it. But it is, you know, at times a little bit challenging. Which way did we come in here? Was it this way? Or was it... Oh, yeah, it must have been because this door's shut. Make sure there's no other secrets. Just double check up here. No, we can't go up there without warping. I can't be bothered. Let's go to the door. Is this a muscle simulant? Yes, it is. Stimulant. Simulant. I think I've been watching too much Red Dwarf. Hey, we're out in the big, wide, open world. Right, we do have a boss battle now.
Marshal, it's good to see you again.
All right on your
And I'm going to unleash my lovely Blizzard magic. Even though it's weak to lightning,
Take their eyes off us.
Blizzard Guard will also do a whole lot of damage.
Stay right where you are. Well, well, if it isn't Core the Immortal. So, you survived the Citadel, but you won't survive what I have in store for you. It's past time your legend came to an end.
Oh, this is one of my favourite things. I forgot this played here. Right then. So there's ads around this place by the looks of it. It's like snipers and stuff that we need to get rid of. Of course there is. Ah, this warp strike does so much damage with Ragnarok. I'm just taking care of these snipers first, then we'll come in and focus on the boss himself with his ads. Right, let's move out of the way a sec. And go in with a nice blizzard attack. See what he thinks of being frozen. Oh, he managed to avoid it, I think. He avoided the bulk of it anyway. Oh, we need to use Core's Lion Roar. Forgot about that. Well, we've got him in the party. Yes, there is a first-person view. I'm not using it myself, though. I'm not used to it, but there it is. The game was designed from a third-person perspective, so first-person can be a little bit awkward, in my opinion. Even in first-person view, it kind of keeps jumping all over the place. Yeah, you can, can't you, Arbushi? And I guess that works well with the Ragnarok weapon that I'm using. Oh, there's the Drain Lance! I got it! I had no idea this is where you got the Drain Lance. Oh, well, there you go, look. Unless... maybe if you don't get it at the end of chapter 1, you just get it here instead.
Puts my mind at ease. It's clear I don't need to worry anymore. I'll return to watching the NIFs. Till next time. Take care.
Right, this is it then. We're actually moving on to a new area now. Duskyte. And a new chapter to go with it. Oh, no. I forgot to equip an experience band. Which means I'm pretty sure we're going to tally up our XP here at the end of battle. End of the chapter. which I didn't want to do, especially because there's going to be no bonus for it. Yeah, I just got it then, Cooper. Thanks, Elias.
Ain't so bad out here once you get used to it.
Oh, I'm really annoyed. I completely forgot that at the end of the chapter your experience gets tallied. Oh well, it's only 5k or something. Probably would have been about level 20, so it's not a big deal. If we'd have got a 2 times experience bonus from a hotel, I mean. Right, this is it now. One of my favourite chapters. Because we get to battle Deadeye, unlock chocobos. Things of that nature. Some annoying parts in it as well, though. Yeah, thanks, guys. And we also get to drive the car ourselves. I believe that unlocks in Chapter 3 at the start. So up until this point we've had to use auto drive. Which is fine for the most part, but there have been a few locations that we've not been able to get to without running there. Right, I must go and pay Sid a visit then if we can see if we can start upgrading our weapons. Basically, Sid has a bunch of quests, and you can use those to upgrade some of the weapons in the game. Although it should be worth noting as well, guys, that I believe the engine blade in particular, but maybe all of the upgradable weapons, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, don't transfer across onto New Game Plus. It's one of the few items that doesn't, so any upgrades you make might just be for engine blade. But again, it might be for all of the upgradable weapons. Don't transfer across into the new game then. Oh, okay, Nicole. When did you last play the game? If you don't mind my asking, was it recent, was it? Or was it some time ago? I can't remember. I know you probably told me before. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting chocobos. And I need to remember to purchase the right greens for them. We can even do some chocobo racing starting in Chapter 3 as well. Although some of those chocobo courses are really annoying. When do we get the whistle so we can summon monsters? Is that Chapter 3? Might be. Oh, okay, Nicole, so some time ago then.
The prince eludes death. And what of the elusive ring?
Eluna Freya has absconded with it.
Find and kill her. The ring is the final piece.
We may do well to take her alive. The Six wield power beyond our imagination. The Oracle holds the key for the king.
Okay, it's really only good, in my opinion, for farming AP more than anything, especially early on. Well, any point in the game, actually. You can just go to, like, the first part where you start in Chapter 1 and just keep spawning the wolves over and over and warp striking to them, one-shotting them for the AP.
A moot point.
It's not very exciting, but it tends to be one of the most productive farming methods in the game.
My men and I will continue our search.
Hiya, Dave.
For the Prince and the Oracle.
How you doing? Thanks for joining us. Yes, this is like one of the first times, I think the first time actually, we get to see Aranea.
Look out, world! Here we come!
We can finally leave this Dust Bowl behind.
The lands beyond are vast by comparison to Lead.
Bigger's better! More stuff to see and do!
First comes to Sky, a region known for its wetlands.
Really? Wetlands?
There's also a chocobo forest.
Now we're talking!
Further west lies the Clane region, wherein we'll find the town of Lestallum.
Oh, isn't that where Iris is headed?
Barring delays, she should have arrived by now.
I'm not sure actually, Dave. I was talking about that patch about half an hour ago. Yeah, there has been, I think it's 100 megabytes for me to download, but there's no patch notes for it, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is keep an eye on the PS4 game that I've got, because I've got it on PS4, and I'm going to see if the similar patch size hits that a little bit later today when the PlayStation stuff tends to hit the servers. And that usually will come with patch notes then. I'm guessing it'll be the same thing. But what I'm hoping is that it's just a Windows Edition patch to fix some of the bugs that people have been experiencing. Oh, fantastic, Nicole. I never even noticed that, actually. I think I needed about 50 or 60 the last time I checked, so... Oh, that's good. Just on the field, actually, Arbushi.
Hello?
There's like a whistle you can blow, and it just summons enemies to your location. They spawn kind of out of thin air.
We managed to make it to Lestallum. We just settled into our new digs. So yeah, let me know when you're coming so we can meet up.
Yeah.
I just need to send a text message to someone.
You better.
Was that Iris? Can't even call her own brother.
In all fairness, yours wasn't the obituary broadcast all over Lucis.
What about me? She say anything about me? Did you see that sign? Chocobos! Chocobos!
No time for that.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Dave. Yeah, I've actually just recovered from tonsillitis myself. I'm really annoyed because I managed to come down with it right as the game came out, or like a day after. And that was really annoying because I wanted to hit the... I wanted to hit YouTube with a whole bunch of videos from Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition. And I just couldn't do it because I was so ill. So now I'm just taking it like from a more laid back approach, to be honest. Probably didn't make any sense to what I was just saying because I was texting on my phone. But hopefully you guys understood what I was trying to get out then. Okay, Arbushi.
Hey there.
Well, just checking up on items here. I think we're okay. Memories of Final Fantasy 3.
Thanks. See you next time.
Right, so I don't think there's anything else exciting there. I'm going to check the shop out in the Garlia because I believe we can buy the portable MP3 player now. This probably won't be in your guide, to tell you the truth, if you're still watching, Kupo, because this is a new addition to the game. There it is, look. It becomes available in Chapter 3, and it'll let you play, but you can probably guess by the title of it, music and stuff, as you move around outside the car. Yeah, I haven't got the whistle yet, that's for sure. I've just got items and camera. Right, looks like we've got a few side quests popped up as well. I'm just going to check if there's any food we can get that's going to teach Ignis any new recipes. What have we got here? Oh, we've already actually been finding most of this stuff. Garula sirloin, I think we want to get one of those. I'll get 3. I thought he'd learn a new recipe, but apparently not. Is it Chapter 4, is it, Thunder King, the Beast Whistle? Oh, okay, that's not too far away then. Right, I'm just checking then what's going to be best to do next. We've got obviously quests and stuff popping up. Before we have a look at those though, let's go in and speak to the tipster here.
Well,
Welcome to the Crow's Nest.
What soundtrack is my favourite? I actually really like the Final Fantasy 15 soundtrack. I don't know what's my favourite though. Final Fantasy 7 and 8 and 9. And 10. I don't know. Even Final Fantasy 6. I don't think I could pick a favourite soundtrack from Final Fantasy. What about you, Nicole? What would you say? I've not downloaded that mod myself, Dave. To be honest, I've got to be honest. Since I've downloaded this patch this morning, I don't think I've experienced anything in terms of stutters or FPS drops.
Suppose I know the area pretty
So, okay, it's circumstantial, and it's only based on my experience, but it's possible that a few fixes to performance have gone into this patch. So I'm sure we'll find out for soon. So, find out for sure soon. But I haven't tried that mod. Yeah, thanks, Abhijit. Ah, okay, Arbushi. I know you access it in the same kind of way that you'd access the Chocobo whistle. Maybe you do just get it later then.
So, you think you're pretty tough, huh? Knock 'em dead.
Just accept both of these.
Go get 'em. Come back in one piece, boys.
And I think this is where Sonya's quest begins, isn't it? Is this the one that's on the floor here? I think it is.
Well,
I'm not that familiar with the Final Fantasy 1 soundtrack, to be honest, Dave. I know that a lot of the tracks, a lot of the songs and the themes have pretty much made their way into all the other Final Fantasy synths, such as the prelude, the main theme.
Thing or two. Go on and introduce yourself.
Grab the item first. I need to get a lot of these debase coins so that I can start leveling up a bit more. So they're useful in gaining extra experience, those coins, and when you've got a few of them, you can gain literally thousands of XP very, very quickly.
If you don't mind, I'm rather busy at the moment. Oh, it's you boys.
Oh, that's pretty good then, Dave. That's pretty good.
Now?
Nothing.
You are saying you distracted me for nothing? This won't do. Won't do at all. Precious seconds down the drain. How am I to make up for them? Of course. You boys can help me.
Yeah, the Beast Whistle, Arbushi, is where you summon enemies to kill, just like normal enemies. And it tends to summon the same kind of enemies as the area that you're in that would normally spawn. But they just spawn there at your location.
Wrong. You're not getting off that easily. Only the red frog.
There's a couple of big towns, Dave. Well, there's Lestalem, which is the main one, and Altissia. So they're probably the two biggest towns. And then there is Insomnia, but when you explore that, it's not really a town, it's more of a dungeon. Right, and somewhere around here we should have Dave as well. Let me see if he's on the map. Yeah, I think he's just over here. He'll give us the next quest.
That was overwhelming.
Let's hope it'll be edifying as well.
How did you manage to talk to her?
Oh, you know me.
Yeah, if you go to the Regalia Arbushi, instead of clicking auto or manual, there should be an option to go to shop. And then you can buy some unique stuff there. It's where I've just bought the portable MP3 player.
Use your help digging up some dog tags.
Oh, thanks, Elias. I appreciate your feedback. Right, I'm just going to head over to the tipster again. I probably could have done this in a better order, but it will usually update some of those quests we've just picked up by speaking to him again. Although I don't think it's required to do this, but it just helps point us in the right direction.
You feeling all right? So, what do you want to know?
There we go.
see you around.
Right, what time are we? 11 AM, so we should have enough time to get some stuff done here before we're resting up for the night. Go ahead and save the game. Right, so we should be able to manually drive now. Yes, we can. Fantastic.
What's the forecast? Clear skies with the temperature rising.
Nice.
Right, the first thing I'm going to do is get a photo quest. So if we head out to the right here, then we'll just drive a little bit and Prompto should suggest that we take a photo, and we will agree with that. I haven't done many photo opportunities yet, so we do need to start getting them done. I'm pretty sure it's not much further. Oh, there we go.
This is the infamous disc. Hey, Noct, don't you want to get a shot of you in the meteor?
So we'll go short.
Why not?
Yay! Let's go.
Oh, what's that, Arbushy? You got to go to... Oh, right, okay. Is that one of the harder dungeons, is it? The cactuar's a rare enemy, I think, Dave. I think it spawns, actually, near where you roughly start the game, but I could be wrong on that. So this should just give us an easy bit of experience. Let's try not to get run over.
Take a shot from here.
Good call. Now it's picture time. Ready or not?
Okay, nice picture there.
We ought to hold on to this one.
So it's not a lot of experience, but I don't know if there's a trophy or something or an achievement tied to getting all of the photo ops. I've only actually got that one so far. Well, I'm just trying to think what it is I need to do now, or should want to do now. I think the stairs are over here, so that would be a start. And we can actually make it over to Dave, so or to his quest. So let's go ahead and select that one. His quest is called... where is he? If I look for his face, there he is. Final Resting Plains. New Game Plus does bring most of the stuff across from your main save file, except some of the weapons that you would might have upgraded. Okay, so this is where we're going now for Dave. And I think we'll use the Regalia. In fact, I could have just gone ahead and ported back to the Regalia rather than worrying about trying to find the stairs there, but not to worry.
Where'd you learn that one, Noct?
Hi Kieran, how you doing mate? Thanks for joining us. Right, anywhere I can just recover some MP here. Oh, Magic Tech Booster. Are there any dungeons? Sorry, I'll check your messages in a sec again, guys. Just get through this battle first. And there's nowhere to recover MP by the looks of things easily here. I wanted to finish with Warp Strikes because you get more AP then.
No cause for concern.
Okay, so are there any major dungeons that don't have a King's Tomb?
Sounds like you're having fun.
I think most of the major dungeons do. I'm not sure which ones don't off the top of my head, Bushy. A lot of the major dungeons have secret areas as well, which you can't unlock until later, but then they tend to contain some endgame level extra dungeons in them as well. There's no increase in difficulty in New Game Plus. I don't think there normally is, to be honest, is there, in a Final Fantasy game that has New Game Plus? Some Japanese role-playing games will give you access to harder difficulties once you've completed a previous difficulty, but New Game Plus, it tends to be different. It tends to just be play the game, but with bringing stuff in from your previous save file type thing. Right, let's go ahead and craft some more elementsy stuff here. Yeah, I'm not too bad, thanks, Kieran. And let's go for lightning. No, yeah, lightning. We haven't done a whole lot of thunder casting yet. And look, we've currently got enough sheep's milk, I believe. Yes. Let's see. Sometimes the controls can be a little bit annoying. There we go. When I max that out, it's 1,000 gil, or just under 1,000 gil to get 99 sheep milk. And that gives you a whopping boost to your potency. So we're having Thundergar now instead of Thunder. And we're getting 6 casts instead of 3. And dual cast as well. So a very cheap way to boost your magic. And we'll go ahead and equip it as well. I don't think so, Stephen. I'm pretty sure it's just random, to tell you the truth. You just run around and they'll just keep appearing. Right, now watch this. We'll bring our lightning into the battle.
Heads up, everyone.
And if we can actually cast it. There we go. They don't stand a chance. Woohoo! Oh, I love that so much. Oh, that's brilliant, that is. That is a lot of fun. Right then.
Time to go.
In fact, let's go ahead and see if we could just go to this quest location automatically.
Shall we then?
Hit it, Specs.
I'm not exactly sure what determines the levels of some of the enemies in the game, to be honest. I just came out of a dungeon, a story dungeon in fact, and there was a Kool enemy that was like level 34, and I'm like level 16. So it can seem a little bit strange how the levels work. Yeah, it does play up a little bit at times, doesn't it, Dave? The control system. Oh, it speeds up some of these battles, Stephen, it really does. And against bosses in particular, it's a big help. And you do get 6 casts for less than 1,000 gil, which is probably the cheapest way of boosting up your magic, actually. Especially because you're boosting it to such a powerful amount. Yeah, you can get it stronger with other items. But overall, it's a good little trick. Right, so we need to take care of these gorillas.
Without any kind of plan?
What the heck?
That's the plan.
Anybody up for a light workout?
I'm not planning on doing too much to get to max level at the moment. But I might do later on, depending on how much experience we need to gain. Right, can we port on top of this thing?
Wouldn't expect anything.
The one problem with the link strikes that I'm doing is that it doesn't half use a lot of MP. There we go.
Fiend fit to be eaten. Cooking up a new recipe?
You'll find out come supper.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there is, isn't there, Arbush? It's like a Midgard Zolom or something, isn't it, from Final Fantasy VII?
I've come up with a new recipe.
Can't wait to try it. This must be it.
Yeah, it can be annoying. I agree with you on that one. It can be annoying. Especially when you're trying to control it and it's taken you a few seconds to realise that the game has actually forcibly stopped you from doing what you're trying to do. Ah, another debased coin. So we're going to head back to Dave at this point. Actually, yeah, we'll head back to Dave. And then we'll go and speak to Taka because we've got a few bits for him to hand in some of his quests, or to complete some of his quests. So we'll fast travel back to the station here. I haven't done any hunts yet, but that's fine. We'll just hand in Dave's quest, then we'll fast travel over to Hammerhead, and then probably call it quits for the stream for today. So I need to go and get some work done, to be honest. I'm going to hopefully try and stream again later as well, folks. 9:30 UK time. But I have got some work I need to do. So depending on how that goes will depend on whether or not I get to stream again.
Ask around a little. It's up to Noct.
Oh, okay, Kieran. Yeah, I can't always respond to messages, guys. I do try my best, though. But if you don't have any luck getting through to me, try a different medium. So send me a YouTube message, for example. But I will check my Facebook messages, Kieran, and see if I've missed what it was you said to me. Right then, Dave. Yes, I'm in the UK, Kieran. Are you? I'm in the Midlands. I haven't actually got a specific guide on that, Dave. But I can tell you some of the skills you're going to want to learn early are regroup, enhancement for Ignis, and some of the skills to boost your magic up if you're going to be using magic a lot like I am. As well as some of the skills to boost your AP up from the exploration tree. So exploration, I've got a few here. I'm not too fussed about the experience ones. A few of these gain experience. I can't actually see them there. There they are. The experience you get from these are quite pitiful, to be honest, so don't worry about those. But magic is a good one. And then techniques, regroup and enhancement are the two that you really want to go for early on. But one thing I am trying to do is learn this, change the prompto, because I haven't really tried it myself. It's a fairly new feature being able to switch to other party members. I've heard prompto is absolutely just completely destructive in battle. He really is. Extremely OP. So let's give that a try. Okay, so I handed Dave's quest in to him yet, so we're going to just move back now to Hammerhead. Yeah, see you later, Elias. How are you, Kieran? Oh, that's interesting then. I'm near Lichfield. I don't know whereabouts you are. So I think that's about 30 miles, 25 miles south of Birmingham. Although I did used to live in Birmingham, as you can probably tell by the accent. Yeah, definitely, Arbush. The thing with AP, it's just important to make sure you've got the 3 accessories equipped that give you extra AP in battle. So the Warrior's Fanfare is the one. Can't remember the names of the other two off the top of my head. But just give one to each of your teammates or whatever. Oh yeah, that reminds me then. Another thing that I suggest you learn early on is the ability for each party member to equip 2 accessories. Because the Windows and Royal Edition comes with so many extra accessories as part of the free DLC content that you can't actually equip them all to begin with, but there's more that you do want to equip than you have space for, if that makes sense. Oh, Mansfield. Okay, Kieran. Right, I don't want to do this. I actually want to select the quest.
Make sure you're eating right.
Which is here on the table.
How was the hunt, boys?
Good. What are you gonna make with this stuff?
Something I know you'll like.
You mean...
Yep. So y'all make sure to drop by and order some. In the meantime, this here will put some meat on your bones.
And we should be able to do the next quest now as well for Taka. At least I hope so. Since we killed those Garuda for Dave's quest a moment ago, I'm pretty sure he gives us another quest that involves meat or something from those Garuda.
So, you want to do me a favor?
Sure. What is it this time?
Another hunt. My cupboard's darn near empty.
Okay, we're on it.
Knew I could count on y'all. Good hunting.
All right, time to make a delivery.
Obtain a Garuda sirloin. Hopefully we got one of those. Yeah, we did.
Oh, y'all really came through. Now I got enough stock for weeks.
How come you don't do your own hunting?
Did a little when I was a youngin'. Chased down folks begging them for food with nothing but my knife. But that was no life. Ever since Sid came and bailed me out, I only ever used my knife in the kitchen. This here's for y'all. It'll fill you up and taste good going down.
Okay then. So nice bit of experience there. And some other ingredients as well. And I think we can go ahead and accept for the next quest. Spoke to the wrong option again. You easily do that in Final Fantasy 15. It's really annoying with various things. You try and click something, but end up clicking something else.
Got a job for y'all if you got time.
Sure, what's up?
Something nasty's holding up my supply.
Yeah, you can actually buy most of the ingredients, actually. I probably would have done that, Arbushi, if we didn't get any from the Garuda we just killed. But fortunately we did, so didn't need to.
And slow. You know, least ways when I have them. I'd be real grateful if y'all would help.
I'm also going to just briefly see if we can do the upgrade quests with Sid before we finish off here today. And there is a question mark, although that might be
perhaps procuring beans
for what's-her-face. Oh no, it is. Sid's upgrade quest has become available now.
This is funny.
Interesting toy you got there.
So that's because of the Drain Lance.
It's just something we picked up after taking out some Imperials.
Well, I'll be Crown City made.
I don't think so, King. There might be some more NPCs because of this being the Windows and Royal Edition of the game.
Look, I got diddly squat to do what we said.
But I'm pretty sure it's just going to be the same, to tell you the truth.
If you can find the parts, I can do the work for you.
Okay, so we've definitely got the metal scrap. We can hand this in immediately.
You got me what I need. I'll take it from here. It turned out great, if I do say so myself.
And I'll see if there's anything else we can do for upgrades at the moment.
I've seen one of these before. Bring me the parts, and I'll take care of the rest.
Okay, the engine blade. We've got a rusted bit as well. So we'll just get it done. And I think that'll be the final upgrade quest we can do at the moment. I definitely don't have Coral Whiskers because we ran away from that enemy.
Whoa. Niff make this time? Is there nothing you lot won't pick up? Anywho, show me the parts and I'll show you serious firepower.
Oh man, this is a chore. Picking up all the quests before we can hand anything in. Just going to skip through the dialogue.
Whoa.
Another one? Oh, man. Right, that's better. We can start handing stuff in now.
Y'all just leave the rest to me. Remember, practice makes perfect.
So eventually we'll get the Ultima Blade for upgrading the engine blade. But I've heard it's not actually as good as the Ragnarok, which we've also got. Yeah, see you later, Thunder King.
If y'all are having car trouble, oh my...
I have actually done a video showing a mod where you can change all the NPCs to cactuars. And it's dead easy, you don't even need to watch the video, you can just download it from the Steam Workshop. And it is actually a Square Enix mod. It's an official mod, since player mods have not yet been made available to us. But it's a fun one. Pretty pointless in the long term, and actually gets a little bit confusing because of not recognising your NPCs. But for just messing around for a little bit, it is quite funny. Alright then guys, well I think we'll finish off there, so I'm going to go ahead and save. So we've now made some good progress, I think, which is what I wanted to do when we first started this stream. We've made it to Chapter 3 and already done some side quest content. So hopefully tonight, if I stream again, we'll be taking on Deadeye, unlocking Chocobos, and just generally doing some other optional stuff as well that's going to see our parties improve and our strength improve. So thanks for stopping by and chat today, guys. I appreciate it very much. And if you can come back later on and I am streaming, then please do come and join us and say hello. But that's it for now. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. So cheers all. Take care. Goodbye.